The surprising value of rest. Today I'm feeling sore and tired from hard strength workouts, playing lots of basketball, and doing a hill sprint session yesterday with my son. I've been working out hard, and I'm really feeling it. So I'm going to take some rest and recovery time. Anyone who is into fitness knows the hidden value of recovery. This is when we actually get stronger. The workout is important, but recovery is arguably even more important, because that's when our body rebuilds itself into something strong. Without it, we will burn out or get injured. This applies not just to fitness, but everywhere in our lives, with work, learning, relationships, and more. It's great to do the work, but if you're not giving yourself adequate rest or time to recover, you're going to grind yourself into the ground. It's much worse for your long-term progress. If you want to get better at focusing on hard tasks, you have to give yourself time when you don't have to focus. Otherwise, your ability to focus gets worse from constantly trying to focus. If you want to get better at dealing with chaos and uncertainty and discomfort, you have to face those things, but you also have to give yourself a break, where you get to have comfort and security. Otherwise, you deteriorate your ability to face discomfort. If you want to become more productive, or better at studying things, you have to give yourself time when you don't have to be productive, or don't have to be studying hard. Otherwise, you will become less productive over time, or worse at being able to study. If you want to show up for your partner with a sense of love and intimacy, you have to have times when you take space away from intimacy, when you can take a break from having to love someone, and just be. Otherwise, you'll be less able to be open with them, and more burdened and resentful about them. So take a moment to assess yourself. Where do you need more rest? Are you feeling worn down, with a diminished capacity? And how can you take responsibility for getting the nourishing and replenishing rest that you need in order to show up more fully over the long run? Expanding the realization of our essence. How well are we able to step aside and be in the presence of the higher consciousness of our heart energy while living an active life in the empirical matrix? The answer is especially important when faced with a powerful challenge. As long as the consciousness of humanity resonates at a low, negatively polarized frequency, we will be faced with situations that were created without love, and are held in existence by the life force of their creators. All of this will be left behind without any substance, as the low-frequency energy dissolves into the loving, high-frequency, positive resonance of our heart essence, prompted by the super high-frequency gamma-ray photons flowing through us from our Galaxygirl, and providing the radiance of their presence. This is how we are creating the new world of joyous living, full of vitality and goodness. We have been programmed to wall off our awareness of the one consciousness that we all share. We experience only limited consciousness because of the barriers that we have allowed to be placed deep in our innate being. These comprise our limiting personal beliefs and deepest, most secretive, fearful energy hidden in our subconscious. Once we know this, we can begin to be sensitive to their movements and our motivations. As they come to light in our awareness, we can acknowledge with gratitude their attempts to keep our egos from being overwhelmed with energy that is not generally realized among humanity. As we become more accepting and aware of our true essence, we no longer need these barriers in our conscious awareness. We can dismiss them in love and compassion, and let them dissolve, as we reclaim our life force from them. As we increase our sensitivity to our heart energy, we continue to clear our deepest subconscious fears. They have kept us from being mentally and emotionally clear and present, while holding the anxiety of possible denigration and suffering. As we raise our vibrations, we can become aware of our true being. We can learn to imagine, empower, and release blessings for all of humanity, and every group and individual that comes into our awareness. We can learn to recognize that we are all of the same consciousness, allowing for telepathy, and much more. This realization opens to us everyone's intentions, interests, and thoughts. We all become honest and truthful. Our awareness can expand and continue to expand as we intentionally participate in the divine consciousness that we know through our conscious and subconscious heart energy. By aligning with the feelings and radiance of our heart consciousness, we can open our attention to a vibratory realm more beautiful and attractive to our true feelings about ourselves. Paying attention to this quality of energy, we can realize more of the essence of who we are. In our essence, we are unconditionally accepting and supportive of everything that enhances life. This is our natural energetic signature, and it is attracting us into alignment. A message for the Lion's Gate portal. A great indigo blue glowing lion with the universe in his eyes is guarding a gate. I see a tall arched gateway that is also glowing blue. Beside him is a white lioness, who is glowing like a diamond, with slightly longer fur that is blowing in the wind. She is wearing a delicate golden crown. The male lion speaks first. Greetings humans in form, this is the auspicious Lion's Gate portal of energy streaming from the Sirius system, bathing you in higher dimensional consciousness streams of light that are invigorating those of you who are awakened to them, and irritating those who are not yet able to see the light around them. The light that surrounds all things is indeed becoming more bright, as the contrasts between the light and the darkness are reaching a crescendo of polarity. This crescendo of polarity is nothing new to those of you who live in bodies on the earth. Your world is a prime example of opposites, of polar attractions, of yin and yang, and the swirling energies of potential of that which was, and that which is, and that which is yet to come. We are timeless, as are you, and yet you are bound within the threads of time within your human form. We see this as changing and something to be explored as your multidimensionality is reaching new heights of awareness. You have always been multidimensional, but prior to these last few years the consciousness of many could not grasp this concept. And yet now it surrounds the human collective as a very real possibility. We see this as great opportunity for you to become more of what you are already. You are already ascended, you are already whole, but your fractals do not know this yet, and you are in the process of unification of past, future and present versions of you. The white female lioness is speaking. Children of Earth and of the stars, for those of you who hear my voice and read our words, know that these encodements are for your ears and hearts to assist with the great unfolding. We are here for you to serve as mentors energetically. We guard a gate so that it cannot be taken over by those who are not of love. We hold the dimensional frequency of this space quadrant with tenacity and with power. These are attributes that you have, but will need to dig more deeply for in the coming days. There will be much change upon Gaia. The stars and planetary alignments foretold of this time. We bear witness to your emerging from the chrysalis. We witness as you find your wings and remember how to fly. And remember that other parts of you have been flying all this time. Multidimensionality is very powerful, which is why it had been blocked for you, so that you may experience polarity and linearity within a meat suit, as you call it. Our bodies are space-time construct with the heat of the universe pulsing within, as we are one with our Creator, but in feline form. You are remembering your oneness now with the great all that is, with the great Goddess, the great almighty force that drives and lives and breathes through us, in us, around us, the great all that is, of the in-between and the not yet. The great all of the darkness and of the light, of the mysteries yet to be remembered. The mysteries are becoming unveiled now. There will be a great unveiling of ancient secrets, of hidden mysteries, and remembering, and of modern-day horrors. And the light will bear witness to these events with acceptance so that the wounding of the dark can be felt and experienced. It will not be pleasant, but it will be necessary, for in this process is the healing light of love. This healing light is coming now through this gate, and through others that we will not mention now, not yet. This light is becoming so thick now that it is in the air you breathe, assisting with the smog and microplastics, assisting with the buildup of debris and parasites in your bodies, as these cannot coexist where your vibrational indices are heading. We are the lions of the Lion's Gate. We guard you with great love. You are well protected, guarded and guided. Your guide homeward is with the portal of your heart. When you feel codes such as these flooding you, they are the vibrational match for home, and you will remember. Many of you are missing your twins. Now is not yet the time for reunions for many of you, but the time is coming. The earth is changing. The rules of marriage, the changing of the population, the upcoming earth changes and upheavals, the unrest, all of this must evolve so that Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, and the love wave may embrace the planet. Let it embrace your hearts. As you see the darkness in the world, feel awakened with light. Feel changed with the light that is you, and by the great light that is all around you, which is also you. We are all a part of wonder, we are all a bit of magic. May the love and light of the universe surround you always as you journey homeward. You are well loved and respected. We are the lions of the Lion's Gate. Peace. They are roaring so loudly the stars beside them tremble. I see a blast of white light burst through the gate. Sananda, stay in the energy of light. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Today I just want to bring more light to the egregore formed yesterday during the portal. Each one of you is surrounded by this bubble of pink light, of much love and light. Try to keep this energy around you. Stay calm, tranquil. Don't give in to bad feelings. Enjoy this moment. 3 days go by quickly. And soon, you'll be able to go back to your little fights, habits, and vices. So make an effort to stay as balanced as possible. The light that has arrived and continues to arrive through this portal is a powerful light. It is a light that expands consciousness and hearts. And as consciousness expands, as hearts expand, everything that imprisons them, everything that holds them back, everything that prevents them from moving forward, is destroyed. And of course, with this, new situations appear. New paths open up. New choices, new opportunities. However, we cannot forget that it is as if you open the closets, the drawers of your mind and heart. And everything that was kept inside, that you did not want to think about, did not want to resolve, did not want to face, will be exposed. Because the closets no longer exist. The drawers were destroyed by this light. So, many may even realize that after this great portal, many problems will appear. Problems that you thought you had solved, but that come back to haunt you again. I hope that at this point in the journey you already understand that you did nothing wrong. Everything is simply exposed to be looked at and dealt with. Everything that was stored cannot go to the fifth dimension. It needs to be transmuted into love, into forgiveness, into well-made decisions. So that, little by little, you can evolve. And get closer and closer to the light, and the fifth dimension. So, face everything that comes, not with anger, not with contempt, do not put it aside. Because since there are no more drawers or cabinets, you run the risk of tripping over them and falling. And falling badly, even hurting yourself. No, I'm not saying it will be a physical fall, it will be a fall in the heart, in the mind. Because that problem will not go away. You will no longer be able to keep it stored away, to think about it later. It will be there, dancing in front of you, provoking you, so that you will look at it and pay attention to it. This is how it will be, as many of you will. The light that will be arriving in these 3 days will be able to dissolve millennia-old ties, deep ties of your souls. Feelings that may come, and that you will not understand. A sudden anger, and you will not understand what it is, nor from whom. An exacerbated hatred, also without knowing what, or from whom, and what to do at this moment. Call on us, ask for our help. So that we can help you transmute these feelings that you don't understand what they are. There is no one to ask for forgiveness. So what can you do? Only we can help you. So ask for our help. And we will be ready immediately to help you. To overcome each moment of this. I would say, my sons and daughters, that many of you have gone through very strange moments. And you will have the exact feeling of what that moment is like. Do not be afraid. Do not judge yourself. Do not hate yourself. This is not the time for that. This is the time for forgiveness. It is time to look at that scene and ask for forgiveness. Because today you realize and understand that you would never do that again. But at that time, in that situation, it was what you thought was best. Are you there to judge yourself? No, you are here in another time, in another era, in another society, in another moment. So there is no judgment. There can be no judgment. There is only forgiveness. So, when these 3 days are over, it doesn't matter what comes up. It doesn't matter whether you see it or not, whether you dream it or not, whether you feel it or not. It doesn't matter. Whatever reaction you have that you can't identify, ask for our help. Immediately, we will clear it all, and that energy will go away. And it will be one more burden that you will leave behind. This is the purpose of light. It is not to bring problems. The purpose of light is to show the points that still need to be addressed, and that are impeding the path forward. The more light there is, the more exposed they become. And they may all come out at once. Because you have kept a lot of things. You kept them so that you would not forget, so that if one day it happened again, you would not make the same mistakes. But that energy remained there, stored away. And today it no longer makes sense. Then it will come to the surface for you to release. And I promise you, each and every one of you, that after the storm you will have sunny and beautiful days. Because a lot of weight will be left behind. Many problems will be solved. Oh, and I can't help but remind you that new problems will appear. Because unfortunately, when you solve some, you gain new ones. But according to the path, according to the heart, they will be easy to solve. Because you have the conscience today, and you know exactly what stance to take. No clashes, no discussions, no fights. The solution to problems must always go through love, through the delicate way of speaking, through the gentle way of expressing yourself, through the sweet way of exposing the problem. Not through attacks. Not through pointing fingers. Remember, when you point a finger, 4 will turn to you. So, learn how to do it. And the new problems will disappear. Because you already know how to deal with them, you have already learned. And for those who answer me, who have not learned yet, I will only have one answer. If you are a beginner on the path, hurry up to learn. Because time is passing. And very quickly. If you are already an old hand, and have not yet learned, I would tell you to stop judging yourself. Your ego is still huge. That is why you cannot do it. Because you judge yourself too much. And why? Because you still judge others. You do everything you should not do. So the path becomes increasingly difficult for you. But I will tell you the same thing I said a moment ago, hurry up, because time is passing quickly. So, my sons and daughters, stay in this energy for these 3 days. Stay away, as much as possible, from those who take you out of balance. Put yourself inside a cocoon. Remember, you are powerful beings. Create a cocoon around yourself, so that no one sees you, so that no one remembers you, so that no one has any feelings towards you. But know how to live in these moments. Don't feel sad or abandoned, because you have us by your side. And there are many of us, and you can talk to us all the time. You won't be alone, or without company. Seek the path, seek the way. But stay within the light, in these next 3 days. sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.